everyone, welcome back to the channel. So I'm going to be getting into this story that was shared with me about these two you see on the screen here. So apparently these two had a black male patient that they were transporting to the hospital. They did it with such mishandling, lack of empathy, concern, or any of that this man passed away. So they're being charged with his murder. Let's get into the story. So as the story goes, two Illinois EMS workers are charged with murder in the death of a patient strapped face down on a stretcher. That's how they transported him. Face down, strapped on this thing. Earl L. Moore Jr. died December 18th in Springfield, shortly after EMS workers strapped him onto a stretcher face down. A resident in his home told police he was suffering hallucinations from alcohol withdrawal. Okay, and so he was 35 years old. Under their care, they mishandled things. There's actually a video that shows the interaction. It shows the coldness and how they dealt with this man. Very cold. The whole thing, you can take a look at it for yourself. I know it's on Inside Edition. You can see it there. It shows the body cam footage of how even they flopped him down. I mean, even the way they flopped him down was just terrible. Let me see if I can pull that portion up for you. Okay. Let me just go back over here. The interaction, I'm not going to play the sound for you, but I'm going to play just some of the clips of the video where you could see how they dealt with him from the moment they got there. I mean, you can tell that they just had no care nor concern for this man at all. Acted as if they didn't want to be there. Okay, so I want to make sure that I get the bedroom scene where they were in the room trying to get him. Okay. Okay, this is the point at which they are strapping him. I wanted the footage beforehand. And so they strapped him very tight. I need to go to where I saw the original video. That's probably where I will see it. But just give me just one moment here, family, as I look for that. But the way they dealt with this man was just completely cold, unconcerned, uncaring, in which no one is surprised at this point. There is a clear animosity that a lot of people have for black people. It's very clear. No one's even hiding it anymore. They're not even hiding it. They want you to know, in many cases, that they just don't care for you. And they can't even explain to you why. You hear people say, well, black people are criminals or black people are that. And it sounds so ignorant, doesn't it? Because you have that going on in every race. But they want to point to the things that they could feel validated in saying, right? But they can't line all of us up and prove that that's how all of us are. But those blanketed statements such as that just make it just so terrible. So terrible. My internet is working very slow right now. This is why it's taking me a minute to get pages to load. But what they did to this man was just absolutely horrendous. It was terrible. The way they were throwing him around with no care. I've seen how they deal with other people. And you can see the care, you can see the concern, the gentleness. There was no gentleness at all with how they dealt with this man. And so the world tells on itself each and every time when dealing with so-called black people. Okay, so I found the video. I'm just going to wait until it gets to the portion that I want you all to see. before I bring the screen to share it with you. Um, okay, so let me just go ahead and share it from this point here. You're going to see how they are going to flop him on the gurney. Just take a look at this. Okay. Okay, first that's how they have him there. They flop him there. See, that was just, oh my goodness. So now let me go. Okay, now there it is. They're showing the scene inside of the bedroom. You're going to see the one worker here. She's completely uninvolved in anything dealing with this man. She appears to be completely unconcerned. She is the EMS person. This is her job, right? Look at her. She's not even looking at him. She's just getting out of the way like, I don't care about this guy. Look at how they're handling him. He's unable to walk on his own, and they're just letting him fall and flop to the floor. And just even the way they flopped him just there, that was just really cold. Okay? And then they strap him face down. Oh, my goodness. Yeah. So, rightfully so, these two are being charged. But in all honesty, the two officers that were there to assist, they took part in the flopping and the dragging and all of that as well. But it really seems like all of the parties involved, all of these white people involved, had no care nor concern for this patient. This is why I say the Bible tells you that they were going to have a perpetual hatred in them that was going to burn in them forever and ever. Look at her face even there in her mugshot. She looked just like she did when she was in the room there. Totally unconcerned, just out of it. Completely detached from how they were treating this man. You got to understand that kind of coldness in your heart. You're going to have to pay for that. At some point in your life, you will have to pay for that coldness. Anyway, I'm done with this video, y'all. Say what you must in the comment section. Just remember, you reap what you sow. Every last one of us will have to reap what we have sown, whether it's good or bad. I'm out, y'all.